All right. I think it's time for the. Is it time for the new segment, DG?
I think it's time. We've checked everything else off the list.
All right. Let's get to it.
Forget about the curveball, Ricky. Give him a heater.
DG, explain it.
So the new segment's called The Heater. And basically it's just anybody that's in the studio, we're going to all give a hot take, an opinion, a strong opinion. Could be somewhat controversial, could generate some conversation, some discussion, whatever. We're going to throw them out there. The Heater.
I think the best thing the best way to explain this is you bring a hot take that's going to get controversial.
If it's not going to get controversial, don't bring it.
Don't bring it. Don't bring it at all.
Might as well throw the curveball.
So I'm just going to go ahead and start it. Can I start it?
Go ahead.
Am I allowed, since this is your segment, DG?
Bat lead off. Can I bring it?
McDonald's isn't a top 10 restaurant or a fast food restaurant.
Oh, damn.
McDonald's isn't top 10.
McDonald's isn't even top 10.
It's not top 10. It's not. There's nothing good about McDonald's. I mean, their hamburgers, they're trash. I mean, if you like a Big Mac, you like a quarter pounder, Uncle Buck, I know you love the quarter pounder. It's trash, dude. It's all fake meat. The chicken McNuggets, those are the worst chicken nuggets in the fast food industry.
How are they any different than Burger King?
They're the worst. I'm not done yet.
Or Wendy's.
I'm not done yet. They're the worst. Like, they just got the Long John Silver's batter on them, and that shit's fucking terrible. It's fake shit. The only thing good they got going for them nowadays is, well, they had going the McChicken. It used to be $1. Now it's $1.50. 50 cents. Not paying for that. Also, the spicy chicken sandwich is number 5 on our power rankings, and I'm pretty sure Popeyes is going to kick that out. They thought they were going to get good with the spicy chicken. Not really. It's not really that spicy. And then they just put like a little dressing on it. The chicken's not spicy. They just put a dressing on it. Make your batter or something spicy about it. It's not spicy at all. So McDonald's, the only thing you got going good for you is maybe your breakfast, if that.
That's what I was going to say. What other fast food restaurant can hold a candle to McDonald's breakfast?
I was going to say the only thing they got going for them is maybe their breakfast. So they're not top 10 to me. And I'm not even a breakfast guy, so that's why I said it. That's why it's called the heater. So what do you got? Bring it on. Let's have an argument. I don't like McDonald's. What?
I just mentioned it. Like, McDonald's has the best, top to bottom, the best fast food breakfast in the industry.
I'm not arguing that, but
you're not a breakfast guy.
I'm not a breakfast guy.
You're a, hey, give me a granola bar. I'm good till 1:30.
I'm the heater, baby.
I know
I'm
that.
bringing the heat.
I know that, but that's not everybody. You know, the rest of us.
Okay, let's argue.
We got to have some sustenance between 6 a.m. and noon.
Breakfast is my favorite.
Yeah, well, a lot of people's best meal of the day is breakfast. But, I mean, I think if you're going to McDonald's every morning for breakfast, you're wasting your money.
McMuffin.
I'm a penny pincher. Don't spend your money at fast food restaurants in the mornings. Don't
sausage. Bacon.
Okay, here's another heater for you.
Southern biscuit.
Hey, here's another heater for everybody out there. Don't eat fast food unless you have to. And don't tell me you have to for lunch, because you can pack your fucking lunch. There's another heater for you.
All right, so I woke up late. I had to scramble.
You have to.
Then I have to.
Right.
Yeah. You
wake up earlier. Set your alarm clock earlier. Pack your lunch. That's the heater.
I'm saying that one day.
Sounds like I threw the heat on this one. These guys are pissed.
I don't know. Corey, what are your thoughts on that? McDonald's not in the top 10 for fast food restaurants.
I get that from him because he's not a breakfast guy. I mean, you didn't mention sausage burritos. You didn't mention sausage gravy.
Oh, the burritos. Breakfast burritos.
You didn't mention sweet tea.
Gosh.
You didn't mention...
1 second.
Not ice caps. That's the wrong place. What the heck are they called?
Frappuccinos?
Yeah, frappes.
Corey, 1 second. I'm going to give you props. Because them burritos go hard.
Yeah, you didn't mention
the only reason I stopped because I was coming from Norris Lake. I was coming back home. I stopped by, got me 2 burritos, and I was back on the road. You can eat burritos on the road.
Yeah.
They're easy to do. I don't usually eat breakfast. So, and like I said earlier, guys, don't eat fast food unless you absolutely have to. If you're on a road trip, you forgot your lunch. you know, you're running, you're late from work, you're like, your wife's got something going on, you can grab fast food, you're not cooking supper that night. That's when you eat it. Don't make a schedule out of eating fast food every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's not healthy. It's not good.
Yeah, but what's that have to do with McDonald's not being in the top 10? That's like a PSA for you to Americans for not eating fast food.
I'm still saying it's not top 10. Well, if I'm going to do that, I'm not going to McDonald's. No. I can tell you that right now.
Well, okay, so all right, so let's discuss that. Your healthiest fast food option, where would you go? You're trying to eat healthy, but you ain't got time. Where are you going? And
Subway.
What are you getting?
Subway.
And what are you getting? Just a sandwich?
Hopefully not the tuna with no tuna like Otis.
Just get you a 6-inch.
Okay, so you're portion controlling.
Yep, get you a 6-inch, bub. It'll fill you up.
That's still half a thing of bread.
But the thing is, you said healthy, but if I'm picking restaurants, I got them listed. I'm going to Wendy's, Arby's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, Subway, Rally's, Sbarro, KFC, Dairy Queen, and Cane's.
To eat healthy?
Rattled. No, he's just talking fast.
No, better than McDonald's.
Okay, got you.
And I could keep going. I mean, goddamn, we got fucking 36 of them over there on the wall. We did a bracket. McDonald's making it to the Final Four was just ludicrous.
All right.
That's the heater. So if you guys got something to say, 740-720-3537, I want to hear it.
Say it.
I did it. I said it. What else you guys?
I'm telling them.
Yes,
you got something to say it.
That's why we're doing this segment, because we want feedback. So, do you guys got some heat to bring, or am I the only one throwing 100-mile-an-hour fastballs in this place?
I'll throw one out there. And you guys might be on the same thing with this, so it might not be a good one, but a TV show. Yeah, we didn't really talk a whole lot of TV shows, but one of the most popular ones on Netflix, I cannot stand. And for that, my heater is The Office is the worst sitcom show you can watch.
Yeah, I know there's going to be a popular opinion about this one. There's a lot of people out there who love The Office.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is popular.
Some Office fanatics.
But I'm going to go ahead and say I've never seen a fucking episode of The Office. I think it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I don't want to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. So The Office sucks. I agree with you, Corey.
And it sucks because I like a lot of people in it, like in their after Office thing. Too. But man, I've tried watching that in the episodes. Just the way it's filmed, how they like shake the camera, and 30 Rock's like that too, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine's like that too. They're like, I cannot stand the way they talk to the camera.
I feel like Parks and Rec is the same as The Office, except it's just a different work environment.
That's the other one I was thinking of too. But the camera angles and how they shake, and it bugs the living crap out of me, and I don't think it's funny.
You know what, Corey? I agree with you. I mean, I'm not watching The Office. I've never seen an episode, but I've talked to people.
Oh yeah,
who absolutely love The Office.
That's how I let it with. It's the most streamed since Friends has been gone from Netflix. It's the most streamed thing on Netflix, and I can't stand it.
How about you, DG? You got another one?
How about this one? Fantasy football is so immensely overrated.
I'm just going.
What a waste of time.
I'm going to say
what a waste of time.
Well.
Man, I've been wasting 19 years of my life, 20 years of my life.
Let's just start with this, Corey. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. But we had a big fan of ours, listener, who's been on the podcast before, say that we should have a top fans Sip and Serve Fantasy Football League. And I thought about it, and now that you say that, I'm going to make it happen. Because that literally just pissed me off.
What a colossal waste of time.
And guess what, DG? You're not going to be in it.
Good.
You're the co-host of this podcast. And you're not even going to be in it. Because that is the most ridiculous fucking take I've ever heard of. Do you watch NFL football? No, you watch the Browns.
The Bengals. I watch the Bengals.
You watch the Bengals.
That's all I watch.
Yeah, you watch the Bengals.
They're my team.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I'll occasionally watch a playoff game. That's not the Bengals, obviously, because the Bengals don't make the playoffs.
If you respect the sport, you're watching everybody. You watch the players, you watch the teams, you respect the sport. NFL football season is probably, Corey with K, you can back me up on this, is probably my favorite time to actually watch sports.
I'll be the first one to tell you. I will be the first one to tell you that the NFL has replaced the Major League Baseball as America's pastime.
Did it replace that 5 years ago?
America's pastime is football.
5 to 10 years ago.
There's no question.
As soon as fantasy sports like Yahoo and ESPN, everybody got on board with this fantasy stuff, baseball is the pastime. NFL football is the sport of America.
No, I agree.
As much as I love the NBA, and you can look around this studio right now, what do you guys see? NBA basketball players. I love the NBA. That's my favorite sport of all time. I'm not a real big fan of NCAA basketball, but the NFL, when it comes to fantasy season, I take that shit freaking seriously, man.
I know you do, and I know a whole millions and millions of Americans do.
I've been in the finals the past 3 out of 4 years, dude.
I know that.
I mean, come on, let's ride. That's what I do.
I know there's fantasy leagues that have been going on 10, 15, 20, 25,
Corey
30
K,
years.
I think ours has been going since 2009. Am I wrong?
I think we mentioned that before because you thought I was an OG, but I joined in 2012, year 3. But
so 2009.
10 years ago.
Same league.
10 years ago. I'm not just talking about fantasy football either. I'm talking about all fantasy sports. 10 years ago, you texted me and said, hey, I'm starting up an NBA fantasy league. You want to be in? I said, you know what? Mm-hmm. I like basketball.
I was in that league too.
I'm not too.
He's the worst fucking player.
I'm not too into the NBA, but I like basketball. This is a good chance for me to, kind of get into the NBA, get into watching NBA regular season basketball. So I said, you know what? Okay, I missed the draft. They auto drafted for me. I set my lineup the first week, and after that, I was done. Like, it's so much freaking time to figure out who's injured, who's not injured, who's starting.
It's not. You take literally
let me
like
set
5
my
minutes a
lineup.
day.
Let me see who's on the waiver wire. Let me entertain all these trades. Like, holy shit! If I'm spending this much time on it, somebody needs to be paying me. At that point, it's a part-time job.
Dude, you're like the biggest fucking crybaby I've ever heard of right now. Corey's K, can you get him? It takes 5 minutes.
It does. I mean, the only thing you got to be on top of is just picking people up, and then really the only time you have to check it is Sunday morning, Tuesday before waiver wire. That's it, really. I mean, if you want to be just a basic player, you could only check it Sunday morning and
Monday night
and
Tuesday night
before the waiver on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's 2 times a week, DG. You're making it like sound like a full-time job. It's really not. But if you take it serious, because I'm gonna spill the beans here, I take it seriously. I'm on the internet, 5 times a week, looking at who should I pick up, who should I play, what the matchups and stuff. Like, you're not looking at matchups. You're just playing your best players. I'm looking at matchups. Who's gonna be covering them in the secondary, like wide receivers wise? Is there linebackers? Is there defensive linemen good for my running back? Like, you got to look at the stats and stuff. Like, you don't take that seriously, but I do. And that's why, I've been in the finals the past 3
Can you hear yourself right now? Like, what you're describing right now takes hours. It's like hours of pouring over ESPN stats
it literally
websites.
takes 10 minutes on a lunch break.
It takes 2 seconds to sign up for Adam Scheffner tweets to come directly to your phone every time.
It takes...
But Schefter's not always tweeting about your players and the players that you're playing against
involved.
your guys.
I mean, God dang it, you just got to be involved, man. And that's where we take pride in it. And I know, like BG, he stopped in earlier. These guys started their league back when they were doing newspaper clippings.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How the hell does that happen? Could you imagine, like, looking at the
everything by
newspaper and having to, like, pick people up and stuff and, like, send, like, I don't even know if they had phones back then, but send an email to someone.
Send a fax, say, hey, I'm picking up this guy this
week. Like, I mean, fantasy is big, man. It's big time. Like,
I know
this is the world we're living in, and you're not in it.
I know.
And I know what? I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
So am I. Let's just leave it at that.
So, Otis, you know what? If you're listening, we're going to do the Sip and Serve League. We're going to end it with this one. We're going to end it right here with this one. We're going to end it real hard. We're going to end it real... Oh, man. Craft beer is disgusting and is brewed by bored older men who just want to have a good time with their buddies and invite them over for a party and have them taste their own beer. And congratulations, you guys just brewed the worst beer in America because it's worse than the people that are crafting it in breweries.
Ouch. So that's a big hit to our guy, Frankie Schuffer. He sent me a snap this week of him brewing something new, and I responded back, why would you spend that much time when there's perfectly good Bud Light and Busch Light at the local gas station down the road?
That's exactly what I was thinking, Corey. And I know I'm going to get some feedback on this. I know there's people out there, but I'm telling you, the people who brew their own beer. They're like 30 to 50. Like that's the age range. And they're literally just bored. Like, I need to find a new hobby. So, you know what? I'm going to try to brew my own beer. Your beer's terrible. Craft beer is terrible. You think you can make better beer than these breweries can, and they've got millions of dollars in like their industry? Like, you can't brew a better beer than them, so you're just brewing worse than them. We taste tested the Savor Growl.
Savor. Yep.
And it was the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life.
I wouldn't say that. It wasn't as bad. I've had worse, but
It was motor oil. It was terrible.
So are you saying that all craft breweries are garbage?
yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just gonna say it. Your
brewery
beer's terrible.
any brewery that brews craft beer is garbage.
Yeah, you ain't no good.
Any brewery that brews beer that's not a lager or a pilsner,
I ain't got time for it. I'm drinking Bud Light, Busch Light, Natural Light, Michelob Ultra. That's all I'm drinking.
I think that take is garbage.
Well, you know what? That's why it's called the heater. So this is this guy that goes down.
All you want to drink,
puts a kilt on and drinks. What's that place
Light,
he goes to?
Then stay home.
Hoffer House.
Busch Light.
Yeah, just let me go home and they'll be putting my kilt on and go drink some Hoffer House.
I don't have a kilt. I don't have any lederhosen.
Get DG a Dunkel.
But if I'm going to drink something that doesn't just taste like Bud Light, then I'm going to go out to a brewery. Because they got multiple kinds of beer for different palates, for different tastes.
Okay,
for people who like different things.
I was going to bring that up.
Not you that just likes to drink lake water all the time.
So these guys come on and they say, you know what, Clay, your palate isn't mature. Your palate hasn't matured yet. Well, motherfucker, fuck you.
Hey, listen,
my palate is matured. I am good to go. I am not drinking your dark, your thick beer that you pour out of them tabs. And you know what? Your taps are probably getting clogged up for how thick that shit is. Ain't nobody drinking that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that shit, man. That is just disgusting. Dude, DG, you're drinking these beers up at the Hoffer House and you guys are sitting around your circle in your kilts and stuff, like playing your German music. I got eating your dogs with like, I don't even know what's on them dogs up there. Them sauerkraut dogs. Who the hell wants sauerkraut when they're hot dog? Not me.
German beer, some of the best beer on this planet.
Oh my God, that's disgusting, dude. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's the heater. I'm throwing it 120.
I got time for that.